Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Varteta Learning Platform, and in today's video we are going to discuss about the datagram sockets. So in the past two videos we discussed that how you can use the TCP sockets, and in the previous video I showed you that how you can create a multi-threaded server application and how multiple clients can ping to that server and can communicate through that server, right? So in coming videos I will show you that how you can create a stream socket based, or you can say the TCP socket based chat application. And in today's video, we will discuss about the datagram sockets, where we will be sending the datagrams over the network. So in case of datagram sockets, there is no guarantee of packet delivery. So that is why this kind of socket is used when you have to create some application where you don't need the data consistency, or it may be, or it's like somewhere the data packets, if they are dropped off, then also it doesn't matter at all. Like in case of some video channel, or in case of some audio devices or like that. So if some packets are dropped, then in that case there is not much impact. So in that case we can use the datagram sockets. So online TV programs and all those things, we can work on the datagram sockets to create such kind of applications. Okay, so here I'm showing you one client and one server application, how you can create them, what is the code to create them. So first of all, it's like import the socket. This is the server application, this is the server program, and it's hardly of 8 to 10 lines. So you first need to import socket, just like in case of the TCP sockets. And then here, while creating the socket, you need to mention that you are going to create the datagram socket. So in the previous videos, I showed you that we have used shock underscore stream, but here you need to use the shock underscore dgram, which means that we are going to work with the datagram sockets. Okay, and then the same thing, you need to bind to the local port and the local host and the port number 99820. And now we have bind to the local port, and then I'm running in a while loop, and here I'm printing the message just for the clarification that yes, my server will be waiting for the incoming connections. And then rather than receive, you will use the receive from. And here I'm not using any accept call because this is not TCP, it's a simple UDP protocol. So it will be nice to just use this receive from. So it returns two things. First is the message that has been sent from the client, and second one is the IP from where this message has been sent. So if I am doing like this, s dot receive from, then in that case message will be here, and the IP from where this message is coming, that will be here. So now I am printing it here. The message got from IP, and the IP and the message both I am printing here. And then after that I'm just sending it the message like hello from server, right? And after that I'm just sending the message to the client like hello from server. And after that you can see that I have also created a client application, and here what I'm doing, I'm just uh, creating a simple client application, again the same code. And since it's a client, no need to bind. So here I'm just opening a socket and just starting the messaging, and I'm sending it to this the port number and the machine where this server is running. So my machine is localhost and the server port number is 9820. So I'm sending it from here directly, and I'm converting it to bytes before I'm sending it to over the network. So first I'm sending it to the server, and that is why server will be getting the message that I have got the message from the client. And then what we will do, what we are going to do, like after receiving the message from the server, we are just getting the new messages to be printed by to be entered by the client, so that new messages can be sent from the client, right? So the client will be putting the message here. It will ask you to put some message, and after that whatever message you have placed, that message will be sent to the local host, which means the server, right? So this is the way it will work. So here what we can do, like every time it will get a message from the server, receive from. So it will get the message from the server. Once it will get the message from the server, every time it will print the message, like a message from the server is this, because this is also in a while loop. And here you put the input message, so this will be sent there, and after that it will receive it here, and after receiving it, it will again send to the client. So that is why you will always get a message hello from server here in the client. Okay, and from the client you will be able to send different messages. Okay, so let's run it. So first run the server application. So this is my server application, it will be running now. Okay, so it's like I think I have used 9820 WAC, so I need to just change it to 9821. Now run it. Now it is running, waiting to receive from the client. And now we need to go to the client application. Here also you need to change it to 1, and this also is 1. Okay, so now save the client application and now open our command prompt. And after opening the command prompt, it's like cd space. I need to go to the application where I have application path where I have placed my Python applications. So here I have placed my Python client application. So Python udp client.py, right? So it will send it has got the message from server. So if we go to the server, if we come here to the server, which is this output, so this server has got the message from the client, right? And this is the socket IP of the client. So hello from client, this was sent by the client. If you see the program, this was sent from the client, hello from client. And after that, this has got the message from the server, hello from server. So client has got the message from server, hello from server, and server has got the message from client, hello from client. Here you can see, right? So now we will send some other messages. So let's make it here so that we can clearly see that the messages are coming. So here I need to just test message 1, just need to put it inside the quotes because we are sending it as a text message, so I need to put them inside the quotes, right? So here I have got the message test message 1, right? And again this one has also got the response from the server, hello from server. Now again I will send some message, bye from client. So this has got here, and again it will get hello from server. So every time you will send the message to the client, to the server, client will also get a message from the server. So this way both are talking to each other. So just like we are talking to the server, we can have server as a standalone server which will facilitate the communication between 2 or more clients, just like we did in the TCP application, right? So using this UDP protocol as well, we can create a variety of applications in the Python. Just like I'm trying to create one video chat application in this, so that can also be done. So let's see that how we can do. If I will be able to do that, then I will definitely show you that how you can do that and how you can create a simple video chat application with the video online video sent from one window to the other window, the server to the client. Okay. So in the next video, we will see that how we can create a simple chat application using the TCP protocol, not UDP. So we will back to the TCP client server application, and we will create number of clients which want to connect to each other, and at the same time they want to do the chat with each other, right? So they will do it through the server. So how we can do that, we will see that in the next video. So till then, have a nice day and bye bye.